Hello, welcome. This is Post Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Glad to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakpan on the show tonight. In just 20 minutes, I'll tell you what's going on in our world of sports. I'll tell you what went down at the National Under 12 and Under 15 Handball Championship in Sokoto. Look, the Handball Federation of Nigeria, they said they want to go back to the basics. They want to retrace their steps to the sports where they lost it in terms of development. And so they are giving attention to age grade competitions. I think that's a good way to start. So I'll give you some of the results that went down on day 3 of the National Under 12 and Under 15 Handball Championship in Sokoto. Also on the show tonight, I'll let you know what's going on at the 12th edition of the biennial Nigeria Police Games. Last night, I gave you updates of some of the winners. Tonight, we'll also give you more updates and you'll listen to some of the competitors right there in Oka, the Anambra State capital. Also, we'll continue to count down to the Edo 2020 National Sports Festival and, of course, the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. The coronavirus, a big problem for sports at the moment because the inaugural Basketball Africa League has been postponed due to concerns about the coronavirus. Super Eagles technical advisor Geno Raw has invited 24 Super Eagles players for the AFCON qualifying match against Sierra Leone. I'll tell you some of the players invited for that one, and also on the show tonight, updates coming from the Flamingos camp as they get ready for the FIFA Under 17 World Cup. There's also live results going down in the English Premier League. Walk with us. Welcome on board. Sports Tonight on your award-winning, sports-loving Channels Television. Let's begin. But let you know you can be part of the show on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels-Sports, or send us an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. Let's quickly go to Sokoto State, get some updates coming from the National Under 12 and Under 15 Handball Championship. Talk to me about the grassroots and you get me excited because that's the home for development, and that's what they are doing with this National Handball League. On day 3, Sokoto, the home fans, they are singing and dancing because they recorded a win over Toje Marines 8-7. That one ended. Nigeria defeated Nisha 17-8. Sokoto also defeated Nigeria 34-60. High scoring match in that one where Adamawa defeated Imo 33 to 12. Zamfara lost to Toje 13-7. Kebbi whitewashed right there in their match against Suleja 10-0. It ended while Abia ran over Imo 34-8. National Under 12 and Under 15 Handball Championship is for boys and girls. Some pictures for you right there. And the Federation, they want to use this one to create more awareness for the sports in Nigeria, discover and nurture talent. And this is the way to go because this can act as a process towards, ensuring that some of these players get into the senior national handball team. I love it right there. Let's go to Sokoto, get some talking points from this championship, and then when we come back, we'll head to Oka, the Anambra State capital, to find out what's going on at the Nigeria Police Games. Don't go anywhere.
We are still ensuring to make that we improve on the level of organization in terms of security, conduct by the technical officials, and even the coaches. Because anything that happens, particularly in team sport, is from the coaches. So your action at the bench determines the actions of the crowd.
This is the first time we are hosting a tournament like this. We must have some challenges, but we are taking all the necessary action to remedy it. So we don't have problem. I'm okay, and we are satisfied on the part of the government.
So that's it. Some reactions coming from the National Under 12 and Under 15 Handball Championship. And it's all about getting better because when you put together a competition, particularly at the grassroots, it gives you an opportunity to take a look and know how to get better. And that's why I will continue to monitor what's going down right there at the National Under 12 and Under 15 Handball Championship. Day 3 results I've given to you, and you've heard from some of the officials right there. let's go to Anambra State and find out what's going on at the 12th edition of the Biennial Nigeria Police Games. That's one, day 4, tug-of-war events right there. The Nigeria Police Games, Anambra 2020, it entered day 4, and several sporting events are in various stages, while some have been completed. For instance, I told you cycling yesterday, and I gave you the update of the winners that emerged from that event. At the Dr. Alex Ekweme Square in Awka, some outdoor and indoor games, including tug-of-war for men and women, handball, wrestling, and basketball, went down, while several supporters also came out to cheer the athletes. The technical director of Nigeria Wrestling Federation gives a rundown of the wrestling competition, while the managing director of Anambra State Sports Development Commission commends the spirit of the athletes in the contest and noted that beyond the police games, the facilities will serve greater purposes in sports for the people of Anambra State. That's what we are talking about. Organized competitions, give attention to infrastructure development. And when you put together these facilities, maintenance should also be in place. Reacting to the successful completion of the cycling competition, the gold medalist Adodo Moses displays his medals with excitement and appreciates the successful completion of the games, which was keenly contested, and he emerged the winner. Let's go to Awka and get some talking points.
I feel very happy and I feel very proud because cycling is a sport that you have to create time for intensive training to enable you to meet up with any incoming championship like this of this police game. So there's no magic about cycling. If you don't train, you will not be a champion. And when you leave your cycle for one day, your cycle will leave you for 1 week.
As a matter of fact, it's very, very fantastic because I know that they had a wide publicity, and Anambra State are giving a touch to police games. I do hope that other states will eliminate them and ensure that this competition is biannual, as is mentioned.
We have facilities at Onitsha and Fege, Onitsha North and Fege. So creating these facilities, I know is a major responsibility to the Sports Commission, but assurance is that we'll keep them alive. By the way, as police is leaving, our men are also going in there, training for Edo 2020. And by the time they are coming back, March, April, the junior ones will go in there, training for, National Youth Games. You understand me? So the whole calendar year, we have activities that will be taking the youths into that arena.
I love it. I love it. Well done. Well done, Anambra State. Well done to the Nigeria Police also. You listen to Moses Adodo. He says, look, cycling is not a day's job. You have to prepare. You see, I love what's going down at the Nigeria Police Games because it's an avenue to take a look at other sports. Cycling went down, tug-of-war went down, wrestling, basketball, so much going down, and it's so good. For instance, Damian Oake, the technical director of the Nigeria Wrestling Federation, he has gone there now to watch. He's going to take notes. He might see some talents that can even represent Nigeria, and everything is happening right there at the Nigeria Police Games. I love it so much. Antonio Lee says, look, right after the Nigeria Police Games, when the policemen and women pack their bags and leave, Anambra will get into those facilities and start getting ready for Edo 2020. You see? So if the infrastructure is not top-notch, if there are no facilities for them to use, right after the police games, they will just pack and start going to Benin, and they will not prepare for the Edo 2020 National Sports Festival. So another reminder on the importance of infrastructure development. Very, very important that we give attention to that. I love what is happening right at the Nigeria Police Games, and of course, Anambra thinking of ways to take it further right after the games. Let's talk about some basketball now. The coronavirus is actually not a scare anymore. It is stopping a lot of things in sports, as the Basketball Africa League BAL has been postponed. The inaugural season, we're waiting for it to start, and it has been scheduled to tip off on Friday, March the 13th in Dakar, Senegal, but it will not hold any longer. The BAL president, Amadou Galloufor, says the decision was reached following the recommendation of the Senegalese government regarding the escalating health concerns related to the coronavirus. The competition is a new professional league featuring 12 clubs from across Africa and marks the NBA's first collaboration to operate a league outside North America. Rivers Hoopers are Nigeria's sole representatives. So we're going to wait for a new date to be announced for the inaugural Basketball Africa League. We were looking forward to it. The clubs have been unveiled, the jerseys have been unveiled, everything done. The launch across the different centers where the games will go down have been done. We were waiting for action. Coronavirus says no, not now. Deal with me first before you have any of these competitions. So we will wait to see what's going to go down. It would have been beautiful for basketball development in Africa. But it's okay. It's better to take those preventive measures than to be sorry later. So and that's what the Basketball Africa League are doing. They said, look, let's not risk it. Let everybody stay where they are for now, and then we'll announce a new date for the inaugural edition of the Basketball Africa League. Information that you can use. Let's go to Benin City now and continue our countdown to the 2020 Edo National Sports Festival. 19 more days to go. 19 more days to go. Edo State, they said they want to give us a fantastic event, that they are ready. In fact, they said they are in a hurry. Just yesterday, they completed another round of inspections at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. And the federal government, they are commending Edo State as regards their readiness to host the 20th edition of the National Sports Festival. The Ministry of Youth and Sports Development said they are impressed with the facilities right there at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, and they believe that with Edo's readiness, it will spur other states that will bid to host the competition to do better. And that's what it should be. If Edo does a fantastic job, the next two should do an even better job. That's sports development right there. So the federal government, they said, look, Edo, thank you so much. Well done. We like what we see. The Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium looks good. Security is top-notch. Medical facilities are looking good. The athletes are ready to compete. The touch of unity has been going around the states, the different states that will compete, trying to promote peace and unity through sports, and we love it so much. And as we count down to the Edo 2020 National Sports Festival, we're hoping that the objectives for putting together the National Sports Festival will be achieved. 19 more days to go. This event is used to discover and nurture talent. Tell me one superstar in Nigeria that was homegrown, that did not pass through the National Sports Festival. It's difficult. It's our own Olympics. And we love the fact that everybody is putting and doing their bits to ensure that the Edo 2020 National Sports Festival will be a success. The FG saying, well done to Edo State right there. So we're waiting. Now, it's about the talks. 19 more days to go. We're waiting for the main action. So when we see the stadium, when we see the facilities, when we see the organization, when we see the way logistics is handled, transportation, security, medicals, we'll now say, Edo, well done. Now we can see the actual work. But we love the stories coming out of it so far. March 22nd, it will kick off right there in Benin City, and we will be part of a Channel Sports. We are going to give you all the updates coming from the Edo 2020 National Sports Festival. Let's find out what's going on with the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Let's continue our countdown to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. It's now 141 days to go. 141 more days to go. I won't stop asking, how ready is Team Nigeria? Yesterday on this show, Mary Onyali says she has been to the Olympics. She has the experience. She's working with the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. I said one important factor that should be checked is that athletes must have the right state of mind. Right state of mind. Mentality is everything. Yeah, that look, if you give them everything, if they prepare well and they don't have the right state of mind, that they cannot compete. So with 141 days to the Tokyo 2020 Sports Olympic Games, the question to the ministry should be, have we done those things to ensure that athletes are in the right state of mind for the games? That's the question the ministry should answer now. At the look and feel, is everybody happy? If I put a call across to Sheye Ogunlewena, will he say it's fine, it's ready? If I call If I call Chukwu Ebuka, will he say, look, Austin, I'm ready to compete in shot put? I've been trying to talk to Blessing Akagbare, talk to Toby. Will they say, look, everything is fine? That's what we should start doing now. The right state of mind. I love it when Marion Yale Magbemi mentioned that in that interview yesterday, that that's all that is needed to compete well. And Falila Togunkoya said the same thing when I spoke to her in Lagos about the Adopt an Athlete initiative. He says the mentality is everything. She took it down. She broke it down to an athlete preparing, is fine for at the games, goes home, and there's no power. That there's a problem. So you see, it's like getting somebody ready for marriage. You keep her in one room. You say, look, you make sure that you come out as a beautiful bride. That's what it takes to prepare for the Olympics. So the ministry, well done with what you've done so far, but with 141 more days to go, what can we do to ensure that it's better than Rio 2016? Put some icing on the cake so the athletes will say, look, this one is different. Yeah, this one, even though there was no much time, but it's better than before. That's what we should be doing with this 141 more days to go. So we'll continue our countdown to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. But let me tell you that following the recurring thigh injury that Aaron Quadri sustained during the African Olympic qualifying tournament in Tunis at the weekend, the number one African table tennis player has been ruled out of action for 3 weeks. This has also forced him to withdraw from the ongoing IWTF World Tour tagged Qatar Open that is taking place in Doha, in Tunis. The medical team of the tournament confirmed that the Nigerian had a recurring thigh injury, which he was nursing before the tournament, but further examination in Lisbon, Portugal, later revealed that he suffered another hamstring injury. Quadri has been advised to rest while undergoing treatment. 3 weeks, Aaron Quadri, they said, look, just relax, take your mind off table tennis. But it's going to be difficult because he is Africa's number one table tennis player, ranks number 18 in the world. We're still waiting for the world body to confirm that by his status, Aaron Quadri can compete at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. But the African Table Tennis Federation, they said, look, this is nothing we should start debating. Aaron Quadri must be at the Olympics. But for now, a thigh injury has knocked him out for 3 weeks. Aaron Quadri needs to rest so that he can come back stronger. So tomorrow on the show, I'll try to get Aaron Quadri. Let's listen to the champ and find out how he is recovering from that thigh injury. Let's bring the discussion to football now. Our technical advisor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Gernot Robb, by the way, was still waiting for that contract renewal with the Nigeria Football Federation. But he's staying focused because there are a lot of things to achieve this year. And he has invited 24 players for the two-leg 2021 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying fixtures against the Leon Stars of Sierra Leone that will take place later this month. Germany-based defender Kingsley Eyizibwe and Holland-based forward Cyril Dessers have been called up for the first time, while England-based Kelechi Iheanacho is back to the fold. So let's run through the goalkeepers. Some of the names you know already. The defenders Kenneth Omero, Leon Balogun, Chidozie Awaziem, William Troost Ekong. All of them invited. 24 of them. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will be looking out for Kingsley Eyizibwe that plays for FC Cologne in Germany. And of course, the new man, also Cyril Dessers, that plays in Holland. Kelechi Iheanacho, also good to have him back in the team. I see some of the midfielders, some of the names we already know. Joseph Aribo keeping his place in the team. Ramon Aziz also in the team. For the forwards, Ahmed Musa, Alex Iwobi, Victor Osimhen on fire, Victor Osimhen, and Moses Simon. 24 of them will execute that mission for the AFCON qualifiers against the Leon Stars of Sierra Leone. So that's it. We're monitoring that one. All right, and we will tell you everything. All invited players are expected to report to the Asaba training camp on Monday, March the 23rd. What do you think? Coach General inviting 24 players for that one against Sierra Leone. Which name is missing? You know, that's the debate when you guys hear about players that have been invited for international competitions. So we ask, this player is not there, this one is not there, this one is missing. So let's get that conversation going on Twitter channels, _sports, Facebook channels, Sports. Let's touch base with the ladies before we wrap up the show. Our standing coach of Nigeria's under-17 girls, Bankole Olowokere has selected 18 players who will tackle their Guinean counterparts in a 2020 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup second-round qualifying fixture later this month. So the men, they are calling up players. The female team, they are also doing that. Olowokere's team will fly to Conakry on Thursday for Saturday's first leg encounter, which was postponed by a week as a result of the Guinean legislative election that took place last Saturday. The return leg will take place at the Agege Stadium in Lagos on March the 14th. There are 2 goalkeepers, 5 defenders, 6 midfielders, and 5 forwards on the roster. That's how far we can go on this edition of Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let's keep the conversation going. You can talk to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels-Sports. That's the show for the team. I'm Austin Okonakpan. In everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.